Hey guys, welcome back. This is part 2 of the Shockwaves tutorial, and I'm gonna teach you how to properly animate them in Flash. So I still have the files open from the last tutorial, and I have the one I made for the tutorial and the one I made before the tutorial, and honestly I'm gonna save the one that I made before the tutorial because it just turned out better. I'm just gonna save it in the, oh, that's not the DVD folder. Hold on a second. I'm just gonna save it in the DVD folder because that's where I've been saving everything lately. Oh, not a Pixar. No. Ping. There we go. Save everything as a ping, by the way. Don't save anything as a JPEG. I'm just going to call this Shockwave, because why not? And I'll save this too. Why not? Let's call this Fade Wave. And open up Flash. Make a new flaw file. I usually just use ActionScript 2. It really doesn't matter, but I just prefer to. I'm going to go to where I put the files. And drag them into the library. Okay, and wait for it to load. There we go. Wait, no. Yep, there we go. Put the other one in here. Alright, now I usually make the background nice blue. And let's see, what do I do? I'll make a graphic and call it Fade Wave. Put this in here. When I put stuff in symbols in Flash, I usually get the vertex to be directly over top of this thing. Kind of lines everything up for later projects. And convert this to a symbol so you can, well, movie clip to be perfectly clear. Make it a movie clip so you can add blend modes to it. Go to display. And set the blending to screen. Now usually I make shockwave effects. They typically have like when I make them, they typically have a range of 15 frames for animation. Just gonna add a classic tween. Get this to grow a little bit. And I'm just gonna shrink this out. So it does that. But now I'm gonna add an ease of 100 so that it starts out fast and ends slowly. Now I'm going to make this disappear, setting it with an alpha of 0. So now it does this, and it looks like a shockwave. Size-wise, I'm not sure if it's going to work though. Sorry if I'm being quiet, by the way. This takes a lot of thinking while I'm doing it. Let me just put in Dream versus Dream sprite. There we go. Characters. I'll put arrow in there. Oh, let me make a new layer. Oh, I almost forgot one very important detail. When you put a ping in Flash, make sure to double click on it and change the compression to lossless. Otherwise, it's gonna look like crap when you finally export it. Yeah, that's important. Don't forget that. And if you were to export that, that would actually look pretty good compared to the characters, at least in my opinion. That might be a little big. That'd be like a huge hit if you wanted to turn this into a hit spark. But yeah, that actually doesn't look bad. Get rid of arrow. I'm probably not going to animate the spike wave because, I mean, you do pretty much the exact same thing for both. It would be kind of a waste of time to just do it for both because they use the exact same process. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and export this into individual images so that they can be put into Photoshop and edited and then exported for later use. So like a black box. That's probably huge. Get the black box to be in the center. Oh, it actually was in the center. Oh, that's almost perfect. Alright, now go to Fade Wave and go to Export Ping Sequence. You can save it anywhere you want. I have a folder set up specifically for Dream vs. Dream, so I'm just going to save it in here. Oh, I forgot to check something. If you want it to remain the same size, you better check the black box and make sure and check its info. Sorry, I'm a little sick. Check its width and height in terms of pixels. And when you export it, make sure they match. This was 915 when I checked it, and it's 915 in here. Resolution should be about that. Color should be 32. Make sure to hit smooth too, so it smooths out when you export it. Alright, that's done exporting. Open up Photoshop and go to wherever you exported it at. Yeah, so much crap. Yeah, find it eventually. Oh, there it is. Drag the first frame in the Photoshop. Oops. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. And drag the rest of the frames on top of it. Make sure to hold 2, too. Or the second frame, to make sure that goes on top of it. Put these on here. Hit enter to get them to be placed. '15 probably doesn't even have anything on it. Make sure to rasterize all the layers. If 15 doesn't have anything, I'll just get rid of it. Yeah, 15 has nothing on it, so I'm just going to get rid of it. No, 14 doesn't either. That's kind of depressing. 13 does, though. Alright, make a layer, put it below everything, and just make it black. So if there's any transparency for whatever reason, and there usually is when it gets exported, that just takes care of that immediately. Now, make all the frames above the first one invisible. And this is where it gets incredibly tedious. I probably should have mentioned this before, but if you do not have a lot of patience, you should probably not even attempt becoming any sprite effect artist. Like, this is just ridiculous. This is just ridiculously tedious. Alright, so you have to go into hue and saturation and color all of these in again so that the color fade works like it should. Because if it fades and it's still white, it looks really ugly in my opinion. I actually really hate when games do that because it looks really stupid. Yeah, if you think this is bad, you should freaking watch me make the background art for the stages. It's just ridiculous. Some of those are like 40 to 50 frames long. That takes a good like 2 hours. Just to color all of it in and get the loop and all the other shit. Alright, just continue with this. Ah man, good God, if I did the spike effect one, this would take forever. Or if I did the spike effect one too, as opposed to just doing this one. This video would probably be like 20 minutes long, if it isn't already. I don't really know how much time has passed since I started this video. Oh, there we go. Alright, so all of them are nice and colored. So now we have to save all of them again. Save them to wherever you want, doesn't really matter. Honestly, I'll just resave them here. No, hold on a second. Oh god. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna save this somewhere else. Let's go here. Just go back to hit stuff. I'll just make a new folder, tutorial wave. And you have to make all the layers that you made invisible visible, starting from 1 to I have 13. Now an easy way to do this is to go to save as recent places, go and set it to date modified, so that the one that you just made is gonna always be on top, so you can just always go right to it. And just click on it and change the number. I think the recording equipment is kind of lagging my computer out. It's usually not this slow. Oh, good God. I feel bad not talking during this, but this is pretty self-explanatory. It's just the same thing over and over again. I really don't have anything to explain. Oh, I'm pressing Control-Shift-S to save as. Just always go into that. I don't know. Might find that useful. It's good to know hotkeys for stuff. Especially if you want to get this done quickly. Or at least as quickly as possible. This isn't really going quickly. Alright, that's done. So now they're all in the folder. And yeah, I guess that's it. That's just how you animate it. Next tutorial, I'll do that other one that I had a hard time explaining. I'm not going to try explaining it again. Well, I probably should. It's that fade that fades and gets smaller. But it looks better than this one. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Anyway, I'll see you a little later.